Hi, I'm Brian Ashworth from Disaster Aid Australia. I'm outside our offices near Dandenong. Welcome to our virtual office visit. Disaster Aid Australia is a Rotary-based charity. We are a project of the Rotary Club of Greater Dandenong and Endeavour Hills. We've been operating since 2010 and we deliver international aid to developing countries. In a typical year, we deliver about $250,000 worth of aid. We are largely volunteer and only have the equivalent full-time employees of 0.6, which is a couple of people who work on occasional days.
These are the members of the Disaster Aid Australia Board, chaired by Peter Faulkner, a founder member of Disaster Aid Australia. The board consists of both Rotarians and non-Rotarians.
We provide two forms of aid. Firstly, smart aid. We respond to disasters such as earthquakes, typhoons, floods and tidal waves. We provide what people want. We send volunteers known as DARTs who ask the people and then deliver. Typically, we've provided shelter, such as help rebuilding homes. We've also provided safe water using our sky hydrants. Our second programme is Safe Water for Every Child. We started this programme because we found that sky hydrants resulted in long-term health improvements. Over 80% reduction in illness. We now organise permanent installations in many countries. Typically, it costs us $5,000 to provide a permanent filter for a school or a community. This is our administration area. Normally, there would be up to 3 people working in this area on the various tasks involved in raising money for smart aid in disaster relief and Safe Water for Every Child projects. However, with the COVID situation, we are limiting the number of people here to 1.
Although you can't meet them due to the COVID pandemic, here are some photos of our office workers.
In a prominent position in the office are these awards. These are as a result of us applying for the Energy Globe Awards in 2018. This is a worldwide competition with 2,300 entries in a year. This certificate indicates that we were the best sustainable project in Australia. And this award is a result of us being invited to the World Awards and indicates that we were in the top 16 projects in the world and the top 4 water projects. This small office is used by Dr. Peter Hadwin. He's our resident grant writing expert. This is our multi-purpose room. We use this for board meetings, training and operations. At the moment, again because of COVID, I'm actually using it as an office. On the wall we have a number of maps of the various countries that we operate in, and we also have some clocks with the various times set for the different countries. This helps us when we are running operations. To run Zoom meetings more effectively, we have a green screen. And for training purposes, we have a large screen TV and of course a whiteboard.
Before we continue with the project, you'll be able to see some photographs of sky hydrant installations that are part of the Bhutan 2020 project, which is now 75% complete and protects over 45,000 school pupils in Bhutan. We're also delivering smart aid in the form of giving grants to trusted partners in Guatemala, Nepal and the Philippines for isolation support and food relief.
As well as toilet facilities, we have a well-equipped kitchen for catering for group visits and a fridge with a good supply of soft drinks. In the back room we have our marketing and display equipment. That includes this, which is a sample display of what we might do at a conference or exhibition. As part of our conference equipment we have this indication of how a sky hydrant works. Basically, the sky hydrant uses these tiny fibres, but if we were to magnify these fibres, they would look rather like this tube with holes in the surface. And if we were to magnify water by the same amount, each water molecule would look like one of these grains of sand, and the dirt particles would be these coloured stones, and the bacteria would be these larger balls. So basically what happens is the water flows outside the fibres and the water molecules go through the holes, but the dirt and the bacteria are prevented from going in. The water then goes up the tube and out to the filtered water tank. This demonstration sky hydrant that's been cut away so you can see the fibres inside it, and you can also see how the fibres will be washed in the water when you turn the handle. This tank, which indicates the difference that the sky hydrant filter will make to dirty water. This is one of the GEM rapid response units which we use to deliver safe water after a disaster. All the items here fit in this green plastic barrel and can be taken to site by our darts and installed and operating within a couple of hours. To help with outdoor exhibitions and field days, we have some of these heavy A-frame signs and a stack of pull-up banners like this one. In our downstairs area we have the facility to provide training in sky hydrant installation and operation. This is the sky hydrant header tank on a tower a couple of metres above the sky hydrant. This is a sky hydrant which for a permanent installation is normally placed inside some secure building, and from the sky hydrant we then feed a filtered water tank. And from the filtered water tank we then have a tap stand. This installation shows one of the GEM rapid response pack setups. First of all we have a pre-filter here to clean up all the large dirt, and then the water goes up to this header tank here and then to the sky hydrant and then to this tap stand here. As I said, all this equipment comes in a single barrel and can be set up within a couple of hours with tools that are in the kit. With sky hydrants going out regularly, we keep a stock of hydrants. These 10 hydrants are the next shipment to be going out to Bhutan, while these are going out to other partners around our region. Before we end this virtual visit, I'd like to address a couple of questions I'm sure many of our generous supporters and potential supporters might have. Those are, is Disaster Aid Australia cost effective? And is Disaster Aid Australia making a difference? Well, in 2019-2020, we had an income of $290,000, and of that we distributed $250,000 worth of aid. We provided smart aid for earthquake relief in the Philippines, and we provided COVID support grants to Mindanao, Guatemala and Nepal. With Safe Water, we installed installations in Bhutan, Myanmar and the Philippines, and helped partners also in Myanmar, in Timor-Leste, in Nepal, and with those projects we saw improvements of health of better than 80% reduction in illness. All that for a cost for Safe Water of $1 per person per year. What great value. Thank you for coming along on our virtual visit, and I'll be able to answer any questions at the end of this presentation.